Hey guys, hope you're well. Just doing a seedling update. As you can see here, I've moved my sunflowers. The one set of sunflowers in the following clip, you'll see the sunflowers being planted into pots. They'll begin. These in here, this is the clip that I was talking about just before. These are the sunflowers that I took out of the seedling greenhouse and placed into these containers. So there's 3 in here and there's 4 in here. They're growing really well. Really looking. These are actually I put these in yesterday morning and they've only just started to stand up by themselves. They were pretty droopy and were just lying against the soil for most of the day, and I've just gotten back from being out, and yeah, they've shot themselves up, and they're still pretty weak, as you can see. They're still pretty weak, but they're holding themselves up. Remember the trick that I told you before. When watering these, don't water too hard against here, because what you do is you just push it down against the soil, and then it just hurts the plant. It will get better though. Give these a couple more days here, and these guys here will also be ready to be planted. My tomatoes here, they're coming along very nicely. I don't know if you can see, this sun's pretty strong right now, but they're looking really nice, those tomatoes. And what I've also noticed, and this came out just last night, but you can see here, we've got some red capsicums coming out. We've got another one there, there's another one there, there's another one there. So that's really good to see. And another thing, which probably was the most shock that I've ever been, but I had a ferret around here. I won't disturb the soil where my apples are, but I had a look, and there was actually 2 little flower sprouts on the end of the germinated seed. So surprisingly enough, and I really did not expect it to grow, but it's grown. It's germinated, and it's doing really, really well. It's definitely taking its time if you compare it to these guys here, but you know, it'll be interesting to see what actually happens if, and I don't think that this will be able to germinate fruit in the first couple of years, but you know, give it 3 years time, and if it's put out the back, or I don't know, probably there's no room out the back, but if it was put it, someone wanted it, you might see fruit. Not too sure yet. And then, oh, here we've got our capsicum updates. And then this is just a little tomato that just a tomato branch that I just cut off and shoved into the soil to see if it would grow. Not expecting it to grow, just having a bit of fun. And then, that's just a snapped off mint leaf in there, same thing, seeing if it will grow by itself. Doubt it will. And then here we've got our herbs, and they're looking really good. And then this is our basil. They're looking good. And in here we've got our sunflower. There were cherry seeds that I planted in here ages ago, back in the day, but unfortunately they haven't, nothing's happened with those, and no, I'm not expecting anything to really happen. Anyway, ciao. Alright, so this is an update 3 or 4 days later after my last update. You can see the tomatoes are nicely growing. And then here's our capsicum updates. These might almost be ready to put into pots. And then here's some more capsicums that I got. And more capsicums in there. And then the pot, I put the thickest capsicum. I put the thickest capsicum plant in this seedling box here, in this container, which I did a video of ages ago. So if you want to see how to transfer capsicums from, you know, buying it from the shop into a container, then take a look back. I think it's, you know, how to plant a capsicum plant or something. And then here we've got some more sunflowers, and we can start to see these are really starting to thicken out. I'm being lazy and I haven't put these into new pots. I'm hopefully going to go out tonight and get some more potting soil. And then there's these in here. These are looking pretty good. The leaves here are a bit brown, and they're actually a bit yellow, which is a bit of an annoyance, but I'm sure that'll be okay. And then that in here is also looking alright. And there's our mint. That's also going really nice, finally. That mint hasn't really grown that well lately, but it's starting to get some buds now on those actual plants there, which is nice to see. Don't know if that's really going to focus too well on that. But yeah, there you go. And then here's some more sunflowers, and you can really see the size of it now. You know, if I put my hand to it, you know, this is, I don't even know how old these are. These are probably 3 weeks or something now. Too tired to remember back. So they're really long, and you can see here as well, look at that. You know, the width of my hand is about 7 inches. So that shows you that they're growing really strong. Really, really strong. That guy there's a bit off the chops. Anyway, it's a bit crooked there. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.